Hey, good afternoon. Andrew from Field to the Fork here in my kitchen. Today we're making a really cool Good Friday meal, non-meat. It's our eggplant meatballs. It's a favorite to a bunch of our friends. Jen, I know you're watching. I know you want to know how to make this recipe, so today we're going to make this recipe. All right, so what we got here is we have our about a pound of eggplant. We poke some holes in it with a fork, put a little olive oil on it, and we put a little coarse sea salt, and we baked it in the oven at 350 for about an hour until they really shrunken down. We let them cool, and we took all the flesh from the inside, and we kind of made it up almost like a chopped meat consistency. Okay, so you want to make them, you want to break them up real good. So what we have here, I have a cup and a half of rolled regular plain oatmeal. I have a cup and a half of seasoned breadcrumb. I have grated Parmesan cheese. I have a tablespoon of parsley and a tablespoon of chopped up basil. Okay, and you want to mix this up a bit. Get everything all nice, good in consistency. Okay. Once you get a decent consistency, then we're going to add, we have 2 scrambled eggs. You want to add that in there. We want to mix this to you know, if you made meatballs before, you want to get this, almost to where you have like how your meatballs are mixed. You want to get a nice, good, even mix through everything. You want to have everything incorporated. The oatmeal is going to bind everything together, and it's going to make the meatball hold as a ball, rather than like an eggplant patty. That's why we like to use the oatmeal in here. People tell me when we make this, they're a little, little puzzled when we say, yeah, we put oatmeal in it, but I guarantee you're not gonna taste that oatmeal. You're really not. It's not flavored. It's gonna take the flavor of the garlic and stuff and all the herbs and spices that we mix in there and stuff like that. Well, I forgot to mention to you, the first thing we did, we were off camera. We added a little of our seasoning. We put some garlic, some onion powder, salt and pepper and stuff like that in there. So when you make your ball, you can make them as big or small you want. I like to make them a little on the larger side. All right, so we're gonna take it, you're gonna put in the oils nice and hot. You're gonna let them go down maybe about a minute, 2 minutes. You'll check them, see how hot your oil is. I would say a good minute and a half, 2 minutes on each side. You're gonna roll them over. You wanna get them on all sides. You wanna get them cooked nice and even. I got my main man Nick is on the camera. My camera crew. We don't pay him much. He works for food. When these are done, you put them in a dish with a little macaroni, a little sauce. From a distance, they don't look like eggplant. They appear just like regular meatballs. Just dry your hands off real good if you wash them. You don't want any of the water from you. You just wash them off, getting hot oil. That's how you get accidents in the kitchen. All right, so I got the first one down. I'm gonna roll it. And if you can see right here, Nick will get in on that one. See how that meatball looks? Nice. You wanna let it go down for another couple more minutes. And we put them in, one right after another, so we'll tend to all of them go around in a circle like we did. Go to them in order. You want them to cook nice and even, golden brown. Made a little marinara sauce, quick little marinara sauce. Little onion, little garlic, little basil, parsley, little white wine. Real basic and simple. We'll get that recipe to you on another video. You want your oil, regular canola oil we use, nothing crazy. You want to get your oil nice and hot. Make sure you put it in there when, you know, it's bubbling. That one's not ready yet, so. We did make them a little big, so you want to cook them well. They do have raw egg and stuff in them, so you want to at least let them cook. And when they're in a hot oil, the middle will get nice and steamy. It'll cook everything nice and through. My house, we like to make these. We just have them just like that, like fried meatballs. I've had people that had them, and they like them on, you know, with spaghetti, with sauce and stuff like that. You can have them any way you want. I had a friend of mine, Christina likes them as like a Parmesan. Another good way to have them. Right about now, they're all good to turn. Give them a nice turn. This was the first one we had here, so that's getting good. We're going to give that on its one side right here. Let's give it a little pat down so it stays on that one side. Man, that gives them a good view. Now take a look at that. Does that look like eggplant? That looks like a meatball, but it's eggplant, so it's a good substitute. We like them for today for Good Friday. It's a no meat day in our house. The other ones still gotta go a little bit more. You don't want to rush them. Let them go. So you could probably get about maybe 15, 16 meatballs out of that 1 pound. If you make them, you know, average size, like a golf ball size. We make them a little bit bigger. So I got a dish right here with some paper towels on it. As they start to come out, you want to be very careful. Go with your fork, give it a little, and you want to let them drain on the paper towel. You let them sit there for a couple minutes. So you want to, you'll see they got like little, you get like a little line on it. You want to make sure if it's not cooked on that line, just put it on that line. Let it sit, you know, put it on its side a little bit. Don't worry if it's going to roll, just put a little pressure on it with your fork. You pat it down on the side. So we'll fill that one hole up right there. We'll make another meatball. And real simple, you know, I took about the palm of my hand. You want to roll it real nice and tight. Pack it down, and then just drop it. Don't be scared of the oil. Just put it right down there and just give a little pat right down there like that. So this one's a little, roll it around, get some of that oil off of it. So what we're going to do here is we'll show you how we're going to serve it up. So we're going to put it in a little dish right here. We're going to put a little, just a little sauce. Like I said, if you put them in the sauce too much and you let them sit long, they do get mushy. You want just a little sauce over the top. Get some of that chopped garlic and onion in there, all that goodness right there. Have a little Parmesan cheese over it. Some sliced up basil, and enjoy.